uses that have been applied.
What's up, tubers?
Forces that have been applied in meditation.
Back with another video. I ain't made one in a while, with a up-to-date one at least.
First force active on the universe is called the A factor. What do you think that first force does?
But yeah,
Just as a guess.
we want to make a little update on my videos. Show you how everything going with the driving career. I'm doing pretty good. But I'm on, let me see. This is my third actual company that I'm working for. I'm almost 8 months in my driving career now. And I've been going on, this is my third company. Fourth actually, but one of that company, it was just like a little seasonal job for the storm season. Pretty fun. Y'all ever get a chance, y'all go work with storm services. There's some pretty fun stuff there. Get to hang out, move their trailers for them, and get fed. They feed you. You know what I'm saying? You always got a place to park, always got a place to shower. Just hauling trailers for them. Pretty fun, actually. They like home cooked meals. Like they have like a cooking staff that goes to all the camps. Pretty fun.
Raise your hand so we can
They have roast beef and brisket, all kind of shit, chicken, all kind of shit.
What else does it do?
Meatloaf and vegetables. They got all the damn desserts, cakes and pies you could want, all the snacks and shit. Eat for free, shower for free, just pull their trailers around. It's fun. But y'all check it out when y'all can. It's storm services. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go back and go hang out with them for like 3 months this year. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah.
It does create.
A truck.
What particularly does it create?
I wasn't going to say.
I got a 43-inch TV in here.
I was just saying its function was to expand. Oh.
They move around and stuff. I got it mounted right there. I'm probably gonna move it and mount it like on
That's
that
very good.
top piece
All of those
right there,
answers are
and so
correct
we
to a
just
certain extent.
sit like that. Cause like
A
when I'm
factor
sleeping,
has-
I gotta like fit my feet underneath it. And sometimes it's comfortable, and sometimes like I'm gonna put it up a little higher. Yeah.
One job.
43-inch little Roku.
Matter.
If y'all want to put a 43-inch TV in your truck, it can't be done. It's pretty fun actually. Yeah. Got all my little snacks and stuff up there. Got my flag hanging up. Got my PlayStation right there.
It is a cabin.
Soon to be a 5. Yeah. Oh. Got all my pots and stuff up there. I gotta clean up that jar. Got a little stove eye where I be cooking and shit. Yeah.
Infuses.
Refrigerator in there.
There's your purpose.
And I got all my junk up on my top bunk. Got my fishing poles back there. My bait bucket. And my clothes. If I wasn't in Las Vegas right now, I would probably go fishing because I'm on a reset. I ain't got no load until tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah.
It's called the fact of the first propagation.
It's fun, guys.
It separates.
You know what I mean? I'm having a blast. Seen snow for the first time like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Fun as shit. Just chilling at the truck stop in Vegas. But yeah, guys. I have a lot of bad comments and like I don't even be paying attention to half bad stuff. Like I told y'all on my first video, like I got when I was driving home from Iowa from CRST. I wasn't gonna stop, you know what I mean? It's something I was wanting to do for a long time. Yeah. Now look, can y'all see the mountains out there in the background? So This is an Android tablet. I just bought this tablet so I can like use truck maps and stuff on there. Cause I'm gonna save up and buy me a Garmin or one of them Rand-Nallys or whatever they call them. Yeah, but for now, I got me a tablet and truck map. I pay $10 a month for truck map, for trucker's path.
It causes a person
I think the trucker path. Yeah.
I am Mitchell.
I use trucker path and I use my phone GPS. Just to help out. And then when I get a Garmin, I have 3 GPS sources. But yeah, guys. Just a little update. How things are going. I ran into some ice when I was in Chicago. Like 2 weeks ago. Before I went home. I went home and did a reset in Florida. Before I went there, I went to Chicago, and I got to the receiver, and it was nighttime, snow everywhere, and I seen a field that all the trucks were parked in. So I figured the place was closed. I didn't even know to go check up, to go look to see if the place was open. I seen all the trucks parked over there, so I went and parked in the field. And as soon as I pulled in the field, I pressed on the brakes, and my truck slid forward like 2 or 3 feet. And I put it in reverse, and it just spent tires. It was on ice. It was like a big old field with like 2 inches of snow and probably like about 2 or 3 inches of ice under it. Cause some of us dropped our trailers. Like when I got stuck, I just went to sleep. Cause it wasn't nothing. I just went to sleep. And when I woke up the next morning, the other trucks behind me, they were all stuck. So everybody got stuck. But I didn't dig in. I was from watching Ice Road Truckers. I didn't dig in. So when the guy came to go assess everybody and see who was bad, he was like, out of everybody over here, you're probably going to be the only one that can get out, because all those guys are dug in. They're not going to be able to get out. He's like, you're not dug in, so you'll probably be able to get out. So I went and bought some chains. It was like a little place like 1.5 miles down the road. I walked to it, went and bought some chains. Well, yeah, I didn't buy the chains. When I walked there and figured out they had chains, so when I got back, the guy, one of the yard dolly guys, he gave me a ride in his personal truck back to the shop, and I got some chains. I picked up 2 sets of chains. When I got there, there was this older gentleman. He seen what I was doing, so he got out his truck and came over there, and he showed me how to put the chains on without having to roll over them. Like, yeah, it was badass. Yeah, I watched him. I helped him out and get a little hanger and like just put the chains on top of the tire and get the hook that you're supposed to hook into it and get a hanger and grab that hook and grab the chain link and pull it through the bottom of the tire to where you can latch it on and tighten them up. It was badass. Yeah. Everybody else was like, you don't have no point of buying those chains because you got to roll over them. And then that guy was, when I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. So I went and bought the chains, and the guy helped me and showed me how to do it. So yeah, got me 2 sets of chains in the truck now. Yeah. I chained up my tires. I chained up all 4 tires on one drive. I didn't do like 2 and 2. I did just all 4 of the tires on one axle. And it got out. I got out of the ice, got back on the road. The other guy, who was one of the guys that was dug in, I gave him my chains to try to see if it'd help, but he couldn't get it. He was too dug in, so even the chains wouldn't work. It was, yeah, he had to call a tow. The other guys had to call a tow truck. It was 5 trucks there. Me and the older guy got out, and the other 3 trucks had to call a tow truck. And I billed like $400-500. So, well, I paid $150 for the chain, so my boss man was real happy with me. Yeah, so yeah, going pretty good, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, keeping post. Everybody who who had all the negative comments on my first video when I got sent home from CRST. Look at me now, baby. Look at me now. Oh yeah, I taught myself how to drive a manual. I never had a trainer or anything. I tested out in automatic. And when I went to DMV to get my CDLs, I didn't really understand the question that the guy was asking me. He asked me if I had any restrictions.
That's right.
And I was like, restricted? I was like, oh, I ain't got no restrictions on my, he was like, okay. So he didn't put the automatic restriction on my CDL. So when I was working with the storm company, when I was working with storm services, my boss man there, I was riding around in the dually trucks pulling the big toilet trailers with the dualies. So he was like, you got your CDLs, don't you? I was like, yeah. He was like, you want to pull some of the trailers around? He was like, we got a tractor. He was like, we need to pull some of the moving trailers around to the different sites. I was like, yeah, I can do it. So he met me back at the shop. I was in Louisiana. I drove back to Orlando. He met me at the shop. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was getting my stuff out the car, out the truck, out the dually. And he walked over there and he gave me the keys to the semi truck, and he was like, just leave the keys to the truck in the cup holder and park the truck in the gate and just head on out. He was like, hook up to that hook up to that second trailer and head on back to Louisiana. I was like, all right. So he left. I fucking get my bags and shit, go walk over to the semi, and I open the door, and there was a fucking big ass stick shift hanging out of the ground, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, damn. And I was like, should I call him back and tell him I don't know how to drive a stick shift? He was like, I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna try to drive this motherfucker. I drove a stick shift car before. I just like jumped in one day. It was my mom's spare car. She just had sitting out in the driveway. I mean, she was at work and I was bored and just jumped it in and drove it. I didn't cut it off one time, so I was like, hey, it can't be no different, really. You know what I mean? Just more gears, the higher and low switch. So I fucking got inside. I didn't call him back. I got inside the truck and I crunk it up. And I looked at the pattern on the little. I looked at the little pattern right there. And I left. I put it in reverse and I fucking backed into the trailer. And I left. I grinded the gears. It was weird for like the first. Every time I got to a red light and it turned green before I stopped, I still had to stop and reset back to 1 because the truck was like old, like it had like 1,000,000 miles on it and it never got serviced before, so it was old as shit. Yeah, so I didn't know how to like find the gear to like find 6th or 7th gear and get back into motion. I had to always stop, even when I came off the exit and came to like a yield sign and there was no cars coming. I still had to stop and find 1st or 2nd gear. And then after a while, I started starting out the 4th gear. But that's only when I was bobtailing. But when I had a trailer, like, yeah, I started like 2nd and 3rd still. Yeah, so yeah. Grinding some gears for like a month. Got to Louisiana. Just rolled it out. Taught myself. Grinded, and while I was driving, I tried something different, and that worked better. Then I floated a couple gears, and it was on from there. And now this is like a 2015. It's a Freightliner. Yeah, I got me a little CB radio hookup in here. You know what I mean? I'm a little amenities. Can't have for nothing else. I'm in Las Vegas. I drove this truck down the strip. I like, hey, if somebody pull me over, I don't have a trailer. I dropped my trailer off at Wild West Truck Stop, so so I didn't have a trailer, so I was like, shit. If they say anything to me, I'm on my 34-hour reset, so basically I'm like, this is my camper. I'm camping out. You know what I mean? I'm not no delivery. I'm in my personal time right now, so I rode it. Ain't nobody say nothing to me. I rode past all the sheriffs down there and everything. Ain't nobody say nothing to me. Cause we was looking like there's a fucking semi truck riding down the strip. Like, yeah, ha ha ha. But yeah, it was fun as shit. Yeah, too. It's 15 minutes. I'm finna let y'all go. And then for him, my rant. I'll keep y'all updated. I might post one of my videos when I was hanging out in the snow. I think I will. Yeah. I'm gonna do that for y'all. Later, tubers.